You're watching Bizworld. I'm Anita. Effective January 1st next year, about 99% of Turkish exports to Malaysia will enjoy duty-free treatment, while almost 86% of Malaysia's exports to Turkey will enjoy a similar advantage under the Malaysia-Turkey Free Trade Agreement, MTPA. The decision was made during the inaugural Joint Economic and Trade Council (JETC) meeting in Ankara on Thursday, which was co-chaired by Senior International Trade and Industry Minister Datuk Seri Muhammad Azmin Ali and his Turkish counterpart Dr. Mehmet Mus. The meeting was held to amend the Free Trade Agreement (FTA) to broaden the existing MTPA. Other benefits include enhanced cross-flows of investments and improved mobility for professionals between both countries. Datuk Seri Azmin has also proposed to formally establish a bilateral task force for semiconductor supply chain resilience. MidF Research expects price pressures on local producers to ease, given the improving supply chain activities following the decrease in the Baltic Dry Index and the recent correction in commodity prices. Consequently, the Consumer Price Index (CPI) inflation outlook will eventually ease, as firms may decide to stop raising selling prices in view of reduced Producer Price Index (PPI) inflation and easing cost pressures. Malaysia's PPI rose by 6.8% year-on-year in August, easing to the slowest increase since April 2021, which can be attributed to a decline in the PPI for crude material. The PPI for crude material had contracted for the first time since January 2021 as a result of the reduction in prices of non-food materials. Budget 2023, scheduled to be tabled on October 7th, is expected to be neutral for the Kuala Lumpur Composite Index, KLCI. CGS-CIMB Securities observed in the past 13 years, the KLCI tended to rally 1 week before budget day, providing an average return of 0.5%. However, profit-taking usually sets in after the event with an average negative return of 0.2% 1 day post-budget day. Sectors that historically outperformed the KLCI and inch closer to the budget announcement were the construction, plantation and technology sectors. Meanwhile, sectors that typically underperformed were the energy, real estate investment, trust and consumer sectors.
Good day, Dato.
Hello, Kevin.
I understand you're going all out to attract investments into Selangor.
Yes, with several focus areas.
Can you tell us more about it?
Sure, but not now. Join me on Market Matters this Saturday at 5 p.m. on TV3.
The Malaysian Palm Oil Board, MPOB, has urged investors to explore opportunities in Malaysia's palm-based oleochemical sector, as global demand for oleochemical products is rising. These value-added products include industrial chemicals, nutraceuticals, cosmeceuticals, food supplements and pharmaceuticals. Its Director General, Dato' Ahmad Parvez Gulam Kadir, said there is a need to address the global demographic and social changes, increasing wealth as well as improvement in well-being due to rapid urbanization. The global oleochemicals market hit $22.5 billion in 2021 and may increase to $33.9 billion by 2027, with a high compounded annual growth rate of 7.2%. This shows that the global oleochemicals market is growing rapidly with a high demand for oleochemicals. As such, investors can benefit from the uninterrupted supply of palm oil and palm kernel oil, especially in Sabah and Sarawak, which lack oleochemical plants. The property arm of Gamuda Berhad, Gamuda Land, aims to launch 5 new overseas projects annually from next year onwards. Its CEO, Ngan Chi Meng, said the company targets to achieve 25 projects in its 5-year plan. This, given the growing population and prospects in countries where it currently operates, including Australia, the United Kingdom, Vietnam and Singapore. It was said that it is part of its strategy to achieve 8 billion ringgit annual sales in the next 5 years. Ngan was speaking to reporters after a media preview of its 2 property developments in the UK and Australia. He stated that the gross development value, GDV, for the West Hampstead Central in London is 335 million ringgit, while the Canopy or Normanby in Melbourne is 541 million ringgit. Looks like that's all the time we have at Bizworld today. I'm Anita. Thank you for investing your time with us and have a good weekend ahead.